Alright, it's time for another event, which means, of course, that it is time for another explaining the event video. So, if you go to the tavern, go to the top left corner, the One Festival. Let's take a look at these 4 missions that you have. So, the One Festival Special Missions Part 1. So there's going to be multiple parts here, so this is just Part 1, so bear with me. If you summon for 1 hero during the event period, you automatically receive Green Escanor, Sunshine Escanor, level 80, 6-star, fully awakened, which is awesome. If you don't have him yet, this is a great free gift. Of course, you don't even need to spend diamonds to get this because you are getting the free summons just for logging in. So right now, easy peasy. You don't have to do anything. You log in and summon. That's it. And you get a free Escanor. Now, that's a really cool gift. Sadly for me though, he's already at 6 out of 6. So it's just going to be Super Awakening token, which is kind of a bummer, but look, hey, if you watched the one video yesterday, I was incredibly blessed, so I am not going to do anything or complain, that's for sure. So Merlin's mission, clear chapter 6 during the event period. So that is kind of confusingly worded, and I didn't know exactly what it meant. But if you go to quests and you go to the side tab here, this is just the storyline. You have to get through chapter 6, which is Leona's Castle. You don't have to 100% it like I have here, where you've maxed out the friendship with Leonis, but you do need to complete all of the storyline missions. So, alright. I just happen to have it completed as well. I highly recommend to get those diamonds. You get 30 diamonds for 100%ing. Get those diamonds and summon for the 1 if you've had bad luck so far. Let's see. So, Merlin's mission done. Now, Deanne's mission. Use Hawk's awesome treasure chest 2 times during the event period. So you can see I've already done it 1 time. This is a little bit confusing. So from this banner here, you have Hawk's awesome treasure chest. No, thank you. And from here, it's just a simple game, right? You open 9 treasure chests once per day. Each treasure chest contains either an empty chest, a normal chest, or a special treasure chest. So you get loyalty. Basically, it's like a hero draw, but with chests and rewards. So you get it once per day, so you got to do it twice. Make sure you're doing this every day. It's free, and it's a bunch of rewards. Not gonna complain about that. This one's actually remarkably boring. Alright, cool. I opened all my treasure chests. I didn't not get anything, so that's cool. It refreshes in 3 hours for me, so that's awesome. So now I'm done with Deanne's mission. Easy enough, 3 down. And from this, you get Red Merlin, and she gets maxed all the way up to 6 stars and level 80. I didn't have mine maxed up, so that's pretty cool. I used Red Merlin for clearing the what mission is that? Or the death match with the Red Demon. Not in Hell mode, obviously, because she's not speed, but during Extreme, because you can just freeze it at the end of the turn with a 1-round card, and then that way it never gets to attack you, and you just beat it up that way. So now, we have a few things left here. So we have Gother's mission, which is enhance equipment 10 times during the event period. King's mission, the special boss battle, 3 times, and Bond's mission, which is the clear event Solgrus rewards dungeon. And for Bonds, you get level 80 Kung Fu Master Deanne, ultra rare. Mine is still SSR. I don't really use her for anything, but I will say that this is a pretty solid skill. So you disable attack skills, which is really useful against units with only attack skills like Lost Vein or the One. But again, the One being able to shake that off with immunity, that doesn't really work. But You have Sariel, who's got 2 attack skills. So there's a lot of heroes that she can counter. She basically just slows everything down with that, and it also decreases their defense stats so that you can hopefully blow them up and not give them a chance to attack. But anyhow, let me show you how to clear that. So you want to go to Fort Solbris. Easy enough. But from here, it doesn't really show you anything. So you go Special, and then you go to Solgris Reward Dungeon Plus, Part 1. You get it once per day. Anyone can clear it. It's like a 10k, so it's extremely basic. If you're able to get through Chapter 6, which you'll have to get all these missions, but if you're even to get through Chapter 1, you can clear this. I think it's level 10, if that. Yeah, it's level 10. So I'm just gonna walk up and bippity boppity bonk it on the head with the old Super Slash from the 1. Bonk! 112k damage. Just, that's fine. Turn 1. That's normal. That's balanced. So you get a ton of rewards from this, which is awesome. Ooh, special champagne. So you want to make sure you're doing this daily, not only for the rewards, but so that you can complete the mission. So I actually missed that day 1, which was yesterday. Today is technically the first full day, so I'm not going to feel too bad. I could have done it last night, but I totally spaced it. So now, let's go back to the festival banner. So now, 1 out of 3. Alright. Go through, so I'm going to cover your next, because it's really straightforward. You just enhance your equipment, right? So, let's go back. Let's go heroes. Let's pull up my Goddess Elizabeth. So let's enhance our equipment. 5 times. Boom. And now, that's all you have to do there. You do it 10 times. I had already done 1 piece of equipment. So that was easy enough, right? And just for doing that, you get 200 anvils, which is sick because I need to re-roll the stats on my Goddess Elizabeth's equipment. Because as you saw, my attack there was only 11.9 out of a possible 15. So I'm going to be re-rolling those stats to try and get that higher. So we covered Bond. Now last thing is King. So there is this special boss battle, Demonic Beast Greyon. This guy's obnoxious. So you're going to want to beat him. You're going to want to beat him a whole bunch of times to get the... If you beat him 20 times within the event, you get all the awards here, including a full awakening. It looks like 100 anvils. You get super awakening coins, and you get an Escanor costume. Now this is for Holy Knight. It's not for the 1, but since you get the green Escanor for free, this is an additional costume for him. So there's normal, hard, chaos. The normal enemy CC is 80,000. It's pretty easy. Hard is the one that I'm doing now, just because I'm too lazy to actually figure out how the extreme works. But you beat this guy. It's pretty simple. He does enter in a stance, so you're gonna want to bring stance cancel. Or buff cancel, because when he enters into a stance, he takes severely reduced damage, and then at extreme, he takes no damage, which is just stupid. You can also bring Purify, because he puts Ignite on your team. So I bring Blue King to use his 1 card or 2 card to clear all the debuffs, and then I bring the 1 to bippity boppity bonk him on the head, and then I bring Elizabeth for stance cancel. Pretty simple. But again, if you don't have those heroes, there's other ones you can use. There are other videos that go into more depth about team compositions with that, so I recommend you check that out if you're struggling with it. But once you beat this guy, you get broken helmets, and then you go into the exchange shop, and you can exchange it for things you need. The key things are obviously going to be equipment engraving stones for me, because I can never get enough of those, because I never get those. And then obviously awakening stones, because I'm trying to get all my gear up to ultra rare. So I now have 2 full ultra rare sets. I am going to go for my 3rd. Right now I'm working on Sariel's ultra rare gear, so I think he's going to be my 3rd. Evolution pendants as well, you get 1 per day, so make sure that you're using your helmets on that, so that you don't run out of days. So this runs until... This doesn't really run that long. It only runs until March 2nd. So you're going to want to start paying attention to that, making sure you're getting your 3 daily clears per day, and making sure you get your limited purchases in first, so that way you don't fall into the trap of you have enough helmets, but you don't have enough days left to exchange for all the SSR pendants. Alright, so that should be the final mission there. Once you do that 3 times, you unlock King's mission. And for that, you get Tier 5 Awakened SSR Equipment Selection. And you get 6 of those. So you get a full set right here of SSR gear that's Tier 5, which is pretty awesome. And then you can use the anvils to reroll the stats, and you'll be in pretty good shape. So yeah, you get a full set of gear here. The hammers will also help improve the stats. And you get green Sunshine Escanor, red Merlin, and red Deanne for free, level 80 all the way up. So, and when you're done, haha, you also get the new King Arthur. Now, I got him from my hero draws. I actually really like him. I think his unique is the most broken unique in the game. If they would allow you to use it in PvP, it would be PvP. If it was able to be used in PvP and deathmatch, the game would be way too easy. So, increases allies' damage dealt to enemies by 35% and decreases your damage taken by 35% if all allies are alive. So basically what that means, you put him in the back, he buffs your team, and as long as the 3 in the front don't die, they do a ton of damage and they take much less damage. Now this doesn't work in PvP or deathmatch, which would make it probably the most broken thing in the game, but when it comes to clearing difficult chapters, all you need to do is put King Arthur in the back. You don't even have to build him all the way up. Like, I'm going to leave him at level 60. I'll probably awaken him all the way, finish up these awakenings, but he's going to stay in the back, and I'm just going to abuse that buff to clear the story chapters, because it just makes my main team hit so hard. Alright, well, that is... Oh my god, leave me alone. Additionally, there is a Hawk Pass, so make sure you're doing these Hawk Pass missions. You can find that in that top left corner right under the 1 banner. There also is same growth event running on, but if you haven't done this yet, growth event is running. You get SSR pendants. Just make sure you're doing that. Yes, I have to do the curse. The tragic story of Meliodas and Elizabeth. And obviously, there's, for those big spenders, the 1 Escanor has 4 skins. Haha. With the best, in my opinion, being Gladiator. I tore my armor off because I'm too strong, and Daddy Santa Claus. I don't care for the chef line, if I'm being completely honest. It works for Bon, and it's a tongue-in-cheek joke for Meliodas, but it is honestly not that good. There's also an event going on where if you have max friendship with a village, you can trade gold, so I'm going to show you that real quick. So go to... Oh, we're already here. Chapter 1. So if you run over and you donate gold, you also get the chance to get SSR pendants. So you're trading gold for SSR pendants. And I will show you how that works as soon as it feels like working or loading. Now I want to see how glitchy this looks. So I swapped out the RAM in my PC and still BlueStacks runs like poop. I think I'm going to say that it's BlueStacks' fault and that it's horribly optimized, and it's definitely not my fault for not knowing how to do recording settings. It's definitely it. Okay, so if you give 1,000,000 gold, you get an SSR pendant. So yeah, that's a lot, but I'll live with it. SSR pendants are hard to come by, and gold is easy to grind now, especially with the new gold dungeon changes. If you haven't figured that out, check out my gold dungeon video or my equipment grind video. So now you get an R pendant, an SR pendant, and an SSR pendant for 1,000,000 gold. It's not horribly efficient, but if you are struggling to find them, that's a great way to get those, and then make sure you are grinding gold at the same time. I'm gonna see if there's anything good in the pop-up shop. There never is, except for Twiggo's sword, the sword of confirming what I want. Ah, shucks. Okay, so that is everything that you need to know about this event. This is part 1. I will do a follow-up video with part 2 when those missions drop. I don't know what the rewards for those are going to be yet, but the rewards for this have been honestly amazing. Even if you strike out and you don't have a ton of luck, I was talking to somebody on Reddit earlier today about this. Like, they didn't draw the 1, but they drew a ton of SSRs. I feel like the SSR drop rate's way up because I've gotten 7, 8 plus the free that they give you. So I really didn't pull all that much, and I got a ton. I got 4 of the 1, 2 Demon Hendrickson, a Shin, a Roxy, a Green Merlin. Like, I've gotten a ton of SSR pulls, and that's not even counting the free ones that the game gives you. So I feel like this is one of the better events out there. Anyone who's complaining is just looking for something to complain about. So thanks for watching the video. Hope this clears everything up for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to answer those for you. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.